That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Throwing, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Under.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. He gets away from one. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after try forthcoming. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 13. Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
180.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
12.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Hurry up. 11. Here we go. 180. 11. 11. Make it go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
180. Go ahead.
play action. Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gold is able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Prescott now drops it underneath to Elliott. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll return it from the 6. He spins free. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete here. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go. 180. 11. Go ahead.
This is Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Hey, go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
180. Go ahead.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go. 180.
On third down, that's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night, and the Cowboys are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Garoppolo now. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys, they're moving the ball well.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Give him 30 yards there. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
47.
first down. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
We're going to 54. 1-8. Here we go. 1-8.
Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're going to 54. 1-8. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Here we go. 1.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. They'll look to throw. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
47. Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
41's the will.
It in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180. Back. Go ahead. 6.
to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
21, 21. 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11. White, white, white. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you off by Jeff Heath. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Welcome to another close one. Desperation is what we just called that. Let's get it.
Again to Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.